This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
Where we want to educate you about our market, empower you to make wise decisions, and help you engage with our expert contributors.
So, John, I want to talk to you first. Well, you know, Spectrum Inspections, you guys are our inspectors of choice, obviously, for the Blankfeld Group, and we've been working with you for many, many years. You guys have been associated with a radio show for many, many years.
And we appreciate that, too.
No, and it's well earned, believe me. But I want to talk today about what sellers should do to prepare for an inspection, because oftentimes they're left unprepared.
That's right.
So what should they do? What should a seller consider when they're getting their house ready for a home inspection?
Well, I think at the very least they should consider how they want to sell the house, how quickly the house will be sold. Obviously, if there's people living in it, you know, and if the seller is the occupant, then that has to be taken into consideration as well. But at the very least, you know, declutter a little bit,
right.
Pick the clothes and the laundry up off the floor, maybe dust the countertop just a little bit or something like that, and just declutter. Perhaps take some of the items away from the man door in the garage. Not a lot of people know what a man door is, Harvey. So.
I may be counted amongst those. What's a man door?
Man door is the door that goes from the garage out to the side of the house.
Oh, okay. That's the one that's how we get to the garage.
That's exactly right. And that's the first door to get covered up when people start putting stuff into their garage.
Is that what you call it, or is that what it's actually called?
No, that's what it's actually called.
The other thing is that when, particularly in the garage, a lot of times I know you guys, because they're moving, so they can't get to the hot water heater or maybe any of the other electrical panels or things of that. So you make sure to make those accessible.
Right. Any major appliance like the water heater or anything that would be blocked by boxes and items that people might be storing and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a good idea to clean those things up a little bit and make them available to an inspector.
You've become an expert in terms of marketing, and so when you guys, when listing agents are preparing the home, do they need to be involved in media like this? Is that something you recommend for a listing agent?
That's a great question, and some people would probably tell you that no, they don't, especially in today's market when homes are selling as quickly as they are.
Yeah.
You know, I see you guys listing a house, and that very same day or the next day, you've got 2 or 3 bona fide offers on it, sometimes in cash.
Right.
So how much marketing really do you need? You know, we see those big luxury homes, and of course they get all sorts of preferential and premier treatment.
Right.
I've seen the book that you've prepared for some of those multi-million-dollar palatial estates, and they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
For most houses, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it's important?
Well, I do. I mean, we obviously use a variety of media to market all of our listings, don't we, Danielle?
We do.
The buyer is getting an experience. If it's an investor and somebody that does it for a long time and they know exactly what they're looking for and looking at and wanting to buy, then maybe it's not so important to have big luxurious photographs of the home with all of the staged furniture and all of that kind of stuff. Nowadays, you know, they can insert little chairs and rugs and paintings and televisions into a photograph and make it look really, really special.
Virtual staging, we've seen that as well.
But just because it's a fast-moving market doesn't mean that we skimp or eliminate the things.
Indeed.
We look at it like fast moving or slow moving. We've been in both markets, and it might turn. It may take 6 months to sell a home, but we don't treat it any differently.
I talked to a photographer the other day that does this professionally, and he said it's about 2 out of 10, about 20%. Of realtors will actually use a professional and go the distance and post professional pictures.
That's more than I would have thought.
Well, I think your first showing's online. I think that's right. If 92% or whatever it is now,
your first impression,
staggering number. Your first showing is virtually is online, and so pictures. I think we just can't. No matter what, whether it sells in a day or 6 months, I think that we always put professional pictures on because it stays with the internet. So.
Yeah,
it's the first impression.
Way to go.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. If you ever have a question about real estate or any of the other topics we cover, just call me off air or text me at 702-203-1165. You can also check us out on the web at lvrealestateradio.com or on our handle on social media at LV Real Estate Radio. We'll meet you on the radio next Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on the new 101.5 FM, 720 a.m. KDWN, the Talk of Las Vegas.